Well, Tubi TV continues its rise to fame. I mean, you could say that in the streaming wars. News keeps coming out. The media runs this, but they're not running this on top. A lot of the experts, they discuss this, and Tubi, Crackle, a lot of others are kept out of this. And people complain about Paramount, they complain about Apple, they complain about Netflix, and Amazon, and their programming on there. And the thing about it is, when you look to the perspective of what is going on in the streaming wars, who's been successful and who's not, AVOD is kicking ass. It's kicking ass. It's making money. Why do you think all these high streaming sites are looking to put in a ad revenue section of their programming? In other words, you can, like Hulu, you get commercials on Hulu, or you could pay additional and don't get commercials, but you're still paying a subscription. And that's the thing, you're paying a subscription and still watching commercials. So they're double dipping into the dip there when it comes to it. They think they're going to make it handle that, but I think that companies like Tubi, are going to make it really, really good in this business, because basically they're putting the money where it belongs. And we have a story here. Now, you're familiar with Bento Box Animation Studios, and they've done a ton of stuff. They are set to bring some more animation exclusives straight to Tubi TV. I mean, they do have a contract with some others. You're probably going to see some network stuff come out from them. But the big story here is Bento Box original animated movies, Pastacopolis, Millennium Hunter, and Big Bro set up at Tubi. And we're going to read a little bit of this off a deadline. Fox will continue to build its Bento Box entertainment portfolio with 3 animated movies exclusive to Tubi, its ad-supported streaming service. Revealed as part of the network's upfront presentation on Monday, Fox shared that Bento Box, Pastacopolis, Millennial Hunter, and Big Bra will come to Tubi during the upcoming season. The trio of original movies will add to the handful of Bento Box titles under the Fox, and these, including Bob's Burgers, Duncanville, The Great North, and Housebroken. A number will return to the broadcasters for a 2022-2023 season. And Bob's Burgers is in the theaters. They have a theater movie on there. So, if they could do what they've done to Bob's Burgers to these, Tubi's going to have a really major hits on their hand, if these shows turn out to be really, really good. The first of the original animated movie trio for Tubi is Pastacopolis from Aqua Teen Hunger Force co-creator Matthew Milaro. Pastacopolis is a father-daughter survivalist horror comedy cooked up from the most ludicrous premise on earth. A billionaire celebrity chef seeks revenge on all of mankind when a global ban on gluten destroys his life. In the process, Alfredo Manicotti is disfigured into this hideous creature of half man, half macaroni, and leads a pasta uprising that threatens all of humanity. What is it with you, Matthew, and food? I'll tell you that. It's up to a spoiled heiress daughter, the angel-haired Emma, to make the ultimate sacrifice and save the world from the impending Pastacopolis. I gotta ask this again. Matthew, what is it with you and food? Millennial Hunter comes from the comedian and actor Sam Taggart, and his action comedy centers around a flawed hero with a thirst for righteous revenge against his enemies, the Millennials. Lastly, Big Bra hails from the writer, stand-up comedian, and Duncanville co-producer Jerron Horton. Big Bra is described as a satirical comedy about a famous undefeated boxer who is ignorant as he is materialistic, struggle to find common ground with a bratty kid with high morals. He's paired with the Big Bra program. I mean, they sound good. I think the pasta coppolas, I think, is going to be the big one on there. I mean, that is a hysterical premise. I mean, come on, folks. Truly, a pasta war. This is a thing. And you have to love Aqua Teen Hunger Force, even though it's on its way back. You've seen there have been some like new shorts on YouTube. Some of them has been funny. Some of them it's been okay. See what they're going to do with Aqua Teen on there. Hopefully they'll stay within that gambit. We've seen some stuff come back that hasn't been really to, the potential that it's supposed to be. This is what I'm worried about Venture Brothers when it finally returns for the final season on there. How do we feel about this? How do we feel really truly on Tubi? Like I said, this is the dark horse. The dark horse that has been riding across, they're riding across the tundra. They're on their way. They are coming. They're making money. Tubi's expected to hit the $1 billion in ad revenue by next year. It could be more at this point. The way AVOD has been going, you're seeing the cancellations on the networks. How much have they been killing off a lot on the CW? I mean, look at their next season roster. Their fall season roster is lackluster. Already, there are people out there, and I agree with them. Stuff like the Gotham Knights series are going to be freaking dead on arrival before it even gets to air. And this is the things that they don't learn. And, you've got people in the writer's room at Batwoman that are still fighting to try to get her back on. Understand, your show was crap. This was Batwoman and a lot of the woke content out there. These people were making it for themselves. These writer rooms are, they're not writing proper story arcs on there. They're not sitting down looking at the past of these characters. If they look at the past of the characters, they can get new ideas. They can look at it on there, but they don't read these books. And we know this because they have admitted it. We've heard this on numerous occasions. The Halo TV series, how horrible it was. And the people that have been behind it, we didn't really read or played the game. I mean, how much can you understand that they don't, this is happening in this business? How many times can we say this, that this, this does happen. It happens in the business. People don't look back at the source material. You heard this. Go back and listen to old interviews of the most successful movies that have been made out of novels. And people will say, listen, I had to go back for my role. I had to go back and read the novel or watch the series or watch talk to the actor, to the original author, or talk to the guys who wrote the original comics and see what, their take or how I should take the role. This is how it works when it comes to stories. If you don't do it, you're going to fail at it. You're going to fail miserably. If you want to create a story about a superhero that is gay and black, go right ahead. Nobody is stopping you. But don't take a legitimate character that is a stable of a massive comic book empire, take it and destroy the character. We're getting to the point where it's like, everybody's not gay. If you want a world of gay people, write a story about a world of gay people, but it doesn't work out that way. This is the things that people have in their minds, and they just don't know that, they're fantasizing things that people don't want to hear. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. That's why you have some of the stuff on there. This is why their originals have been doing okay. They have stuff coming back for season 2 on certain things. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next.